One must have the room smell nice.
One must have the room smell nice.
Hello there, all you wonderful web-wandering Pretentious Fiend here, looking somewhat like a glammed up 1930s paperboy, and I'm kind of fine with that. Today, Lil Nas X has released his new song, Sun Goes Down, and of course, as any good pretentious wanker does, let's analyse people's art and criticise them. Before we get too far into the review, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. Do your civic duty to keep my vehement, horrific sads at bay.
Oh, Spiritus Sancti.
Oh, whoa. So straight off the bat, we're met with that gentle, summery, soft guitar that we're hearing so frequently in pop at the moment, and I've made no secret of the fact that it's a move I think has reached its pinnacle. It's done now. We can shift on to a new one. Compared to a lot of the other tracks that you're going to hear from Lil Nas X, this is sweeter, gentler, more humble in tone, and that definitely fits its overall message of questioning your identity and finding your place in the world, not just in terms of sexuality, which of course Montero really dealt with, but also in terms of social structure and where you sit amongst your peers and how you're kind of fitting into that bizarre jigsaw, but then eventually finding solace and pride and relief in that wonderful and brilliant person that you are. One day I'm gonna break this chair, and I hope it's on camera.
Because it will be golden footage, yes. Let the weird man hurt himself for humour.
Lil Nas really seems to be employing the same sort of lyrical tool that he did with Montero, in being that it seems like a letter to his younger self from the wisdom of adulthood, saying, don't worry, you will find who you are and you will find happiness in it and people will love you for that. There are a lot of little vocal cadences and nuances that actually remind me a lot of some of the more ballady songs from the emo pop genre going on about 10 odd years ago. But musically it leans on its more, shall we say, obvious pop elements that it ends up really dragging my mind to the mid-noughties R&B hits. And whilst I fully understand that the music here is just a bed, simply a delivery system for Lil Nas's message, the music really fails to enthrall me, unfortunately. The actual sonic quality of the production is really good. It's deep, it's rich, there's enough breadth and air so that you can pick apart all the frequencies and kind of fall into this nice dynamic mix. But just in terms of instrumentation, it really fails to state its unique place in the halls of art. Yes. The vocals on this are very laid back, both in terms of production and in terms of performance and delivery. The vocal tones end up mirroring the music a little too precisely, and so you have the vocals ending up falling comfortably into this bed of the music, and it ends up being very dreamy, and the vocals kind of take a little bit of a back seat. And for an artist that is so based off sharing a message with people who have gone through the same trials and tribulations as he has, I think it's a little bit of a shame that the vocals take a relaxed back seat here, because the best parts of this song are where the vocals depart from the vibe of the music and actually stand out on their own and allow that poignant message to take center stage. It's just a shame that these moments are few and far between, because that message is a vitally important one to have, and I do think that Lil Nas X as a cultural identity serves a very important purpose for younger people discovering their identities. Very open about that discussion in a world that's not always accepting of that discussion. All in all, we're met with a very relaxed, very dreamy, very laid back pop track that, going into the Northern Hemisphere's summer, I can imagine a lot of people listening to on a Sunday. Similarly to Montero, it is the cultural context of this song that is going to make it more important. That's where its artistic and cultural worth really lies, in the ability that people will find the message in there that helps them along with their day, especially after the turmoil-ridden. Yes. Turmoil-ridden time that we've gone through leading into a new summer that people are going to be able to be out there and discovering themselves once more. But that is my humble, albeit very pretentious opinion. Make sure you do yourself a favor and go to the description below. There is a link. Go listen to the song, come back, do wonderful things, leave comments, yes, pleasing the algorithm. Until next time, disregard society in its entirety and for goodness sake remain filthy.